Hello and welcome to another Marvel review. This time, as you can see, is on the Wolverine Mech Armour set. So there we can see the front of the box there with the Wolverine mech, and then there we can see the back of the box with another view of the mech. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at what this set has to offer. And so yeah, there is everything we get. We get the mech and we've got the minifigure. So we'll start by taking a quick look at the figure first here, of course. This is the brand new Wolverine for 2022. So as you can see there, no leg detailing. It's got the, of course, classic Wolverine claws. You can take those off if you want. And then there we can see his brand new torso printing, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, he does have this same helmet piece from the 2014 version. They've brought that back, so that's very cool. So there you can see that there. If we take that off, here we can see his first face where he is looking pretty angry and he's got the goggles there. And in the back, he's got a very happy face without the goggles, and there is his back printing. And then there is a view of that with the helmet on. And yeah, there is no hairpiece included with this, so it is just the helmet, unfortunately. But it is still pretty cool to get, and it's nice to get Wolverine with his helmet in a nice cheap set. So yeah, definitely a great minifigure. Would have liked leg printing, but it isn't too big of a deal. And here it is, as you can see. So we've got the whole Wolverine mech here. It's basically like a mech that's designed like Wolverine. We've got the claws on the hands there. We've got the whole yellow and blue colour scheme. And yeah, there's a lot of mixel joints on this. So as you can see, we've got knee articulation, which is very nice. We've got ankle articulation. There's articulation in the shoulders and elbows and all of that stuff, so you can move this around in many different ways, so that's pretty cool. And of course you can get this in many different poses thanks to that articulation. So yeah, you can get some very cool little action poses there. You can see it's got the red X's on here, kind of to the front parts. We've got this kind of red belt going around the whole thing. And then at the back you can see we've just kind of got it all smoothed off like so at the back, so there's nothing really going on here. And then we can kind of see the designs of the different parts of the legs and the arms there with all the yellows and blues again. And then in the middle here, as you can see, we've got this section here. You can open this cockpit up and then you can just slot Wolverine in like so, and then he can go ahead and pilot his mech. So that's pretty cool. It basically becomes like an extension of himself, where you've got this tiny little Wolverine head with this giant kind of Wolverine body, and so he can go off and fight some really big monsters with these giant adamantium claws here. And you can see we've got 3 fingers on each hand with 1 thumb, and then you can kind of open those up and do whatever you want with them. So you can pose the hands as well. You can kind of have a fist, you can have a thumbs up if you want, you can have the whole hand open, and it's the same for kind of both arms there. So yeah, you know, you can do the same on both sides. Of course, the upper arms and upper legs are both the same build, and we've got these really cool shoulders here as well, using those shield pieces as kind of extra armour. I accidentally just popped the claws off of this hand here, but you can see kind of what that looks like with the claws in. If you don't want those on for some reason, there is that option. And so yeah, that's basically all this there really is for this mech. It's basically like a big Wolverine mini kind of figure, if you will. You get the small Wolverine head and then the big Wolverine body, and then if you just want the minifigure itself, you can kind of take it out and use it on its own. But yeah, then you can kind of have this big Wolverine character as well, and it can kind of stomp about and go on fights with things. And yeah, so that's really it for the mech. And yeah, now on to my overall thoughts. So yeah, overall I think there's definitely a great little fun little set. If you're a Wolverine fan, then it's definitely something that you're going to want to get. Instructions, we do just get one small little book here, and then in the back there is a advertisement for the other 3 mechs in this wave there, Iron Man and Black Panther. But yeah, overall the mech, as I've said, is a great build. Obviously this set was kind of delayed because of something to do with the build down here. As you can see, this little section is actually different to what is on the box that you can see there. So yeah, it was delayed to kind of improve that, but yeah, overall it's definitely a fun little set there, and as you can see with Wolverine in, it does look very good. And then of course we get the first Wolverine minifigure that's an actual Wolverine and not a Mighty Micro in like 8 years or 7 years or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, just overall I really hope this is kind of like the start of LEGO going back into more X-Men stuff. Maybe we'll get more X-Men mechs as well, maybe one for Deadpool or Cyclops or others like that. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, overall, as for this set, definitely pretty cool, and if you are a fan of X-Men and Wolverine, I would definitely recommend you get it if you like the look of it. So yeah, you can get it in some nice poses, and that is really all I have to say about this. So if you enjoyed this review, please be sure to leave a comment down below and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you again very soon.